Hi, class of 2016. I'm Babula, and I am running for president. I am our class's former secretary. I believe my previous experience in student government makes me stand out from the other candidates. This year of student government has definitely been a learning year. Student government is a business. It requires business skills for fundraising and budgeting. It requires communication skills. As a member of student government, you need to be able to speak to school advisors as well as your class. Student government requires knowledge. This year, our government learned many aspects of the school and how it works. It took us quite some time to finally understand what we had to do. Our sophomore year cannot be the same way. We cannot afford a 6-month period of confusion before we finally get moving. What our class needs is someone who is ready to take action. The first component I discussed was business. Student government controls the class bank. Our class is in great need of money. We need to fundraise. This year we have only had 2 fundraisers. Next year I promise more fundraisers. Our class needs to budget our money. As of right now, our class money is sitting in a bank account. The intentions for the money are unclear. We need to have an understanding of our money to plan for future events. Although prom is years away, this time next year prom has to be completely planned. Right now we have absolutely no money set aside for prom. Our class needs someone who is able to plan ahead. A president needs to be able to communicate with the class. This year, the class seemed to have a large demand on dances. Next year, I promise more dances. Communication with advisors and school officials is another thing. Our class needs a leader who is on top of everything. We need a leader with knowledge. We need a leader who is willing to give all their time and effort. Someone who cares about the small things like advertising, coming to meetings, talking to the class through social media, and even decorating the bulletin board. If I am elected president, I promise to offer more events. Depending on our class's wishes, I have many ideas. We could have a car wash, sports tournaments, and even an ice cream social. After all, these are your high school years. 1 year has already flown by. We have 3 years left. Let's make them count. I am asking you to please vote with intelligence. Vote for someone who actually knows what they are doing. Vote for someone with experience. Vote for someone who is for the people. Thank you.
Hello, class of 2016. I am Ouellette. This year, I had the pleasure of being your class president. We had a very successful year this year. We co-hosted the Sophomore dance, and we're looking forward to having another one. We had 2 successful fundraisers, one at Fuddruckers and one at Brugger's, and this contributed deeply to our bank account. We also had a very successful raffle for an iPad, which raised a significant amount for our class. The money raised in these events will allow us to fund future events. We even came in second in our Spirit Week hallway. Remember me in the wetsuit? Yeah, that was a fun time. As freshmen, we are looked down upon, but this year's student government was booming. If re-elected, I wish to continue having dances and fundraisers to help our class be as successful as possible. I would also like to continue hearing the students' opinions rather than just student governments. This way we are getting full input and are going to be able to please all. My wish is to allow everyone to participate in all class activities, events such as car washes, sports tournaments like dodgeball and wiffle ball, and maybe even basketball too. And also showing off musical talents would be fun too. I'd also like to keep having fundraisers at restaurants, which will help to strengthen the wealth of our class and eventually fund our proms. I would like our class to be known as the class that gives back to the community, participating in various charity walks, helping out at food pantries, and donating to various charities will help strengthen the bond of our class. Together, we can not only help ourselves, but we can contribute to helping others outside of Melrose High. I would like to reiterate to all of you that I do not wish to stand out to you just as your president, but would much rather be a friend to all of you. If re-elected, I plan to listen to our class and to please everyone, so together we can have a very successful sophomore year. Together we can have a very positive year. Thank you. Thunder Dan out.
My fellow Americans, come close and open your ears. What I'm about to say is of the utmost importance. Obviously, I'm running for class president, but I am a different candidate than all the rest. My campaign is based off my policies, not my popularity. In years past, the elections have been somewhat of a popularity contest. This year will be different. I want each and every student to vote with their minds. I want them to vote based on who they think is the best candidate, not their best friend. I will not make any promises, nor will I ever make any promises. Where promises fall short, actions will pull through. I plan to act to create equality for every student. We should be one united class of 2016, not the jocks, the nerds, the weirdos, and the scholars of 2016. My party is part of the society, so we know what people want in a leader. One could say my party is where the people are. An enlightened individual would notice I am for the welfare of my people. I plan to be a figurehead for the ideals of our grade. I will symbolize us. Regardless of whom wins, I will be proud of the class of 2016 because I will know that the future president will be elected based on their policies and will duly congratulate them for winning such a title. However, I would like to believe that I am that leader. Thank you.
Hello, class of 2016. My name is Andrew Fox, and I am running for class president. I am here today to hopefully earn your vote. As president, my goal is to represent you, the student body. We have a very diverse student body with many diverse talents and interests. Among us are scholars, musicians, athletes, artists, technicians, actors, dancers, just to name a few. As a group, we are immensely talented. It would be an honor to represent all of you. If we are to be the best class we can be, it is imperative that we leverage the skill sets of all of us. Our diversity of talents is our strength. I know that if we work together, we can reach our goals. I believe that if anybody has an idea, we should investigate it, form a subcommittee, and promote it. I believe that if we are to be successful, then we should try to get as many of us involved in the student government process by representing the needs and desires of the entire class. This includes having open meetings where anybody can attend and express their ideas. Most importantly, I believe it is important that we have a purpose, a goal, a mission statement, if you will, that will guide us in our decision making. My belief is that as part of our mission should be greater than taking care of our own needs, but also to give back to our community. Wouldn't it be great to share our talents with those in the community who have supported us for so many years? As an example, our artists could share their talents with the Milano Senior Center, or maybe we could raise some money for the Melrose Veterans Relief Fund. If we all work together and take advantage of each other's talents, then we will be capable of doing great things for ourselves and others. Thank you for your time, and have a wonderful day.
Hey class of 2016, Mike Polcari here, and I'm campaigning to be your vice president, and I need your vote. Basically, the vice president is obligated to fill in for the president in the event of his or her absence, as well as generally supporting the student government as a whole. Now, the presidential election usually gets more attention than that of the VP, but in many ways the VP is just as important and often overlooked. The vice president has to support the government and fill in, not only when the president can't, but at all times. The VP plays an important role in student government, and I am completely qualified to fill the responsibilities required. But there's more to it than that. A certain understanding of the people we represent is necessary too, and I can always convey what's most important to you as the voter and make the coming year as fun and memorable for you as possible. So I'm asking each of you all to vote for me this election season, because I won't disappoint. Thank you.
My fellow classmates, I, Christian Hashem, am honored to have been your freshman vice president. Because I believe our freshman year was a great success, I am rerunning for sophomore vice president. I believe that I can help make our sophomore year an experience to remember. This past year, I've made an effort to get to know almost all of you. I believe with my charisma and charm that I'd be best suited for this position. Whether I'm a friend or an acquaintance, an ally or an adversary, I believe that the class of 2016 should vote for me because you are satisfied with my work ethics. I want to help make this class have an enjoyable sophomore year. In all student government, we need candidates that will work hard to satisfy this grade. We need candidates who can work together to get things done. We need candidates from all kinds of groups to come as one and work as one so this grade can be one. We need candidates that will be prepared to step forward and make decisions anytime, any day, without any hesitation. We need true leaders that will actually get things done. To me, student government is not just about the title. It is my job. I know some of you do not care who is elected, but I will tell you now that you should not vote for someone because they're your friend. No, vote for someone who will actually get things done. Someone who is willing to wake up the extra half an hour or hour early to get to school every day for meetings. Vote for someone who would answer their phone at any time of day and who has free time all the time to get things done. And this, my fellow classmates, is why I am rerunning for vice president.
Hello, my name is Liam Pierce, and I'm the treasurer for this year, and I'm happy to say that we've set up several fundraisers, including the iPad raffle. I've enjoyed being your treasurer, and I look forward to being your treasurer next year.
Citizens of Melrose and students at Melrose High School, I'd like to educate you about my personal agenda for the following years. My goal is not to put Secretary of Student Government in my sophomore year on my college application. My goal is not to cruise through high school with mediocre grades and plenty of free time. My goal is to help lead the students through the students, as I truly believe having a strong student body representing us is the best way to fully enrich our limited time in this school. I could stand in front of you all and say that this school needs change and all that, but the truth is, the school doesn't need change. I think that it's running fine just the way it is, but the only way it can continue running the way it is if we elect someone who is responsible for the job and can handle the duties as secretary dutifully and efficiently. That is exactly what I intend to do with this job, or rather, responsibility. See, responsibility is very important, and people are too quick to brush it off. I assure you, the sophomore class of 2016 will see the student government running more smoothly than ever before if they choose the right person for the position of secretary. I know I may be asking you for a lot by your vote, but ask yourself this. Do you think I am capable of carrying out the duties and responsibilities that the position of secretary brings? Well, it's up for your vote to decide. Thank you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Joe Colozzo. Many people, mostly the student body, have referred to me by many different titles, nicknames. To some, Lozo, to others, Brosif, and to one particular candidate, I am called Jose Rose. But one name I would prefer above all is to be called the class secretary of 2016. Why? Because I feel that I can help the student body have successful last 3 years of our time here. Things that would allow me to do that is that I am a very caring, organized, and respectful person. If you give me the opportunity to be your class secretary, I promise to live up to your full expectations. I am prepared to work hard, put in the extra time, and put in the effort. A promise is a promise, and I intend to keep it. My name is Joe Colozzo, and I look forward to running and possibly being your Secretary of Class of 2016.
Hello, I'm Caitlin Carney, and I'm rerunning for Student Council Rep. I had a great time being in Student Council this year, and I'd love to participate again next year. I'm prepared to continue doing my job next year, and I have many more fundraiser ideas to help raise money for more fun class events next school year. And although I have no opponents, your vote really counts. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Lilah Johnson. I have served for 3 years as treasurer of the class of 2014 and joined the site council this year to help make improvements to our school. From these activities, I believe I've gained the experience that will help me have a powerful voice for students on school committee. I promise to be a good representation of our school and to listen to all suggestions anyone may have for me to bring up in school committee. Please consider me for this year's election. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Alyssa Abbott, and I am running for a position on the Melrose School Committee. I currently serve as a rep on the class of 2014 student government, but I really want to expand my horizon and also serve as a representative of our entire school. I am very dedicated and committed to our school and our students, so please vote for me.
Hi everyone, if you don't know me, my name is Kendyll Chapman. I'm a sophomore this year and I'm running for school committee rep. I've been an active member of my class's student government for 2 years as a class rep. I'm ready to step it up now and get more involved with the school. I know I can commit and work to make a difference to involve our high school experience. Thanks for listening and thank you for supporting me in running for school committee representative.
Hi, for those who don't know me, my name is Amanda Sampson and I've been a student representative to the school committee for the past year with graduating senior Madeline Frasca. Every 2 weeks this past school year, we would report the events of the school to the committee. I enjoy representing the student body at the school committee meetings and it would be an honor to be re-elected. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jack Eccles. I'm a sophomore and I'm running to be the school committee representative. I often tune into the school committee meetings, and if elected to this position, I would be obligated to attend school committee meetings, student council meetings, and student government meetings. And these are tasks I could easily achieve. If elected, I would be bringing 2 years of student government experience to the table, and I would love to use that experience to represent you at the school committee.